Hi, multifamily investors group members. This is James Kandasamy from one of my another property here in San Antonio. It's like 240 units. Today, we're going to talk about multifamily accounting basics, which I think a lot of people need to understand if you are starting up on this business as a active investor or even as a passive investor, right? So it is a bit noisy just because there's a lot of planes flying by. So we're going to talk about accrual versus cash accounting, and it's very important for you to understand for a few reasons that I'm going to mention at the end. Accruals basically means that you have a systemic distribution of expenses across your monthly period, right? For example, your taxes, right? So, and insurance or any other big expenses like utilities, right? So there could be some expenses which has been, charged on 1 month and it's supposed to be for the whole year. So on accrual accounting, you're basically looking at distributing that across 12 months and making sure that you're able to streamline your NOI so that you can measure your NOI effectively, right? Whereas in cash accounting, it's basically accounted for whenever the charges is being paid out, right? For example, on cash accounting, you're going to see property taxes being charged at the end of the year, right? Because if you're paying end of the year or the beginning of the year. Whereas insurance is paid out once a year, right? But in accrual, you're going to see that distributed across monthly, right? And it's important to go more on the accrual side from my standpoint. Audience can tell me why I need to do cash accounting, but on the accrual side, it's important because you are basically measuring the performance or the improvement of performance on your property on a monthly basis, and you need to see what's your NOI going to be. And when you do a cash accounting, it's going to be very hard for you to see what's your improvement, right? And also, it's important that you choose a property management company which does accrual basis accounting or offer accrual based accounting. There's a lot of property management company which just do cash accounting, right? And also for passive investors, right? If you want to see whether the deals that you invest in works, whether it's improving or not, you want to look for accrual based accounting from your sponsors, right? Because that will tell you whether they are going on the right track or they're going on the wrong track, right? Cash accounting is what I would not prefer in my syndication or my own property management. We're all doing accrual accounting, and it just gives you the accrual accounting just give you a much better picture of a property performance, specifically on a syndicated commercial real estate, because you want to see how your property are performing. You want to show it to other people, all your investors, how is it performing on a monthly basis, whether it's improving or not. And it's a good thing to have your property management company do accrual because of that reason. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I'm definitely able to answer that. I came down today to fix this accrual versus cash accounting issues. We hired some new bookkeepers and there's there's some misunderstanding there. So I came here to make sure that they know what we expect and make sure that we are going on the right track in terms of accounting. I think that's it. Make sure you subscribe to my new podcast that I just launched. It's a very, very how-to podcast. There's a lot of podcasts out there which has too much of marketing fluff, and I want to avoid that, and I want to bring podcasts where I can learn, and so that you listeners can learn as well. So there's a lot of power pack guests that's coming, and a lot of them ask very detailed questions. The podcast is a bit long. It's like 45 minutes to 1 hour, but I like to go into details, and I think that's where you really learn the most. And I think it's important that when you listen to a podcast, you want to take a pencil and a paper and make sure you're able to write down what you can take action immediately. All right, I think I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. If there's any questions, just go on the reply box and type it in. If you're watching this live, put L, and if you're watching this on a repeat, just put R. Thank you very much. Bye.